We're back with the winners bracket round three. We've got Source versus Silence. We've got three amazing series coming up here. We've got Cenobite, Spirit, and Demo. And as we all know, whoever loses out of this matchup will play against Cat Jam tomorrow at 8 p.m. And whoever wins makes it to the semifinals against Inception. So as we load in, we're going to be seeing Baki on the killer first. Man, this is absolutely insane with the Cenobite. But before I even get into this game real quick, I just want to introduce you to my caster tonight. I'm with Mayanase right now. How are you?
I'm good, Fizz. Thank you. I'm very, very good. I'm very excited to watch these matchup between Source and Silence. Silence have been performing super well as Source too. So I think this is going to be a really close matchup if you ask me, Fizz. With Cenobite being Silence's pick, I don't think I've actually seen Baki play Ceno before, but being their pick, I assume he's pretty confident with the mechanics and what he needs to do. We see Gestrix has already picked up the box and is just chilling somewhere on the map. Not too sure where, but seems like he's going to be holding onto it for a little bit, maybe start a generator and just solve it last second. We do see some gen progression happening already, so really good stealthing so far from Source in avoiding that first chain and hit. Oh, bit of a bit of a
double blind.
Bit of an oopsie daisy happening from Chimave, who I believe is Stract. So Stract's kind of popping up here at this pallet and does make a little bit of distance towards this tile at 9 and does go into the direction towards the corrupt side. Very nice chain coming through from Baki. Being able to zone Stract a little bit, getting that nice tag and just zoning Stract towards the bottom side of the map, which is exactly where he wants. So it's a pretty good start coming through from Source, even though Stract is chasing in the non-corrupt side. The first hit came through pretty late, and this chase is lasting a little bit too long, but I think this down is going to come through very shortly, and there it is.
One thing that I think you realize, May, is that I was literally just about to say as we spectated it, they're about to get that shack generator done, which pretty much takes away...
2 gens have been popped already.
90% of the 3 gens that happen on this map. So we don't really have a 3 gen down this bottom. Our last 3 gen, it's pretty much split. So we've got a 2-1-2 split right now on this map. So these survivors have attacked the perfect generator. So now I think Baki might just have to start playing aggressive here. He's trying to go for those chains, trying to push off any survivors coming in for these unhooks. And we do know that Kapal's over here on this generator. It only has the truck to work with. We see the pool come in free, which means no tags coming through. So now Homie has to walk all the way down to this bottom side of the map just to find his tunnel out, which is Stract. And Stract has a lot to work with over here. We've got the fun bus already. Pre-dropping that pallet, because we know we've seen a lot of hits getting hit through pallets, but we actually might get caught out a little bit here, maybe not holding the chest slot properly, and that's going to be a down regardless. I think Baki just holding W might have caught him off guard, not playing any mind games or even trying to use his chains right there. But we've got a 3 split happening on these generators, which is kind of what you want to be doing, trying to get these gens done as soon as possible. I think we see that generator over at 7 pumping, so these survivors are just smashing out gens right now.
I can't help but notice as well, because Baki hasn't used the pain res stack on Stract yet, so I don't know whether his pain res RNG is a little bit cooked on this map. Maybe it's stacked down on one side, but Source probably would have recognized that by now and know where to go down from now on. But we do catch out Gestrix here at this little filler at 9, and Baki's going to be committing to this a little bit, maybe try and play for a tag. But no, he does miss the chain, and he's going to go back. Oh no, wait. JK, he's gonna go straight back to Gestrix. It's a really... there's so many chains. I can forget that the impaling wire just spawns so many chains. It's insane. But Gestrix is playing this filler incredibly right now, just dodging this hit for as long as possible. And they were 3 splitting gens before there was a 3rd gen that just popped then. But Baki's gonna drop this chase, letting this unhook come through, and Stract does have Shack Pallet to kind of play with, and I think Gunther was around to take a hit. But Source are playing this exceptionally well so far, and Stract is trying to kind of get away, but and another gen does pop in the background too, so only 1 gen left, and Baki is still committing to this tunnel out as well. I don't think Baki had no ed as well, which might be problems. We do see Gunther trying to come in for a hit, but unfortunately doesn't get there in time. But this gen is about 40% done from Gestrix, but the gen split is pretty decent for the side of Source. Yeah, we've got one all the way at 2. We've got one at 7. I think the other one is deep 6. So it's not too bad. They could just split 6 and 2. But a death at 1 gen remaining is pretty decent for the Source side. But if Baki can get this down and it's a very good down from Baki.
Man, those chains coming through absolutely annihilated Gunther just then. And that is so unfortunate. You don't really want to be given a hit right after that, you know, that last hook comes through. And we see that Gestrix was kind of stealthing there near the hook. And we know that Kapow was over towards 3 or 5 area working on the generator. Yeah, that's exactly where they are. They're over towards 3, working on this last topside gen. Not sure where the kill is because we currently have a little bit of a spectator bug because we
But wait, he can unhook himself.
Whoa,
wait.
he's in front of the hook. That's insane. I'm not sure. Yeah, the killer is currently chasing Kapow right now at the bus. And we actually see the Cenobite spawn back in, and we're going to be trying to make some distance here. Maybe go back towards the bottom side of the map. Maybe catch out Gunther, who's we do know is our injured survivor. We can just, you know, work with him. Maybe try and tunnel him out as well. And there he is. There he is. We found him. Enemy combatant. So I couldn't even finish that sentence. Was a straight face on God. But yeah, we're going to be taking chase onto Gunther. Gunther does have a little bit of a nice setup here. If Baki can lend a good chain though, but he keeps missing. Gunther just playing around these chains perfectly. And Baki not able to land them gives Gunther a little bit more distance around this tile. And Gunther's just holding his check spot perfectly. Baki back and forth, back and forth. It's part of his name. But we managed to land some chains, and then we're going to get annihilated by those chains once again. But can that last generator pop? If they went and doubled it, this could be... Oh, yeah, it's going to pop. That generator's popping for sure. And Gestrix hanging around for a classic Gestrix flashlight save too. I absolutely love that.
The thing I love about Gestrix's flashlight saves, he just comes out of nowhere. I've seen it happen so many times. He just appears and gets it every single time. It's great. But no, we don't see that happening. And I think this last generator does pop. It's so close. Yeah, it does pop in Baki's face. But Kapow and Gestrix are our fresh hook survivors, so Baki making the right decision here and going for Kapow here, trying to get this down to secure some more stages. Does get the tag, and see Gestrix solving the box in the background, and these gates are pretty split. We've got one all the way at, we've got one at deep 6, and we have the other one all the way at 11, so it's not a bad split. Gunther and Gestrix could really just... Oh, we see some scratchies in Shack, I think. Oh, Gestrix... Oh! He was gonna come in for a flashy save. There he is. But no, I think Gestrix and Gunther are gonna take the out. So that's gonna be an 8 stage, 3 fresh result. So it's not a bad result. I think that's actually the average for Cenobite. So
You're telling me?
Yeah, I'm telling you. I think like 7 or 8 stages is pretty decent. So very well played from the side of Source. They had really good chases, and the gen pressure was insane. And but from the side of Baki as well, an 8 stage 3 fresh result is pretty decent. But we are going to be moving on to the next set. I don't know who's going to be playing Cenobite for. I think it might be Stract for Source, but they'll need to achieve an 8 stage 4 fresh result, or a 9 stage, I believe, for the win con. So we're going to be taking a short intermission, and we'll be back very shortly. Alrighty, welcome back everyone to Source versus Silence. We just saw Baki from Silence achieve an 8 stage 3 fresh result on the Cenobite on the Wrecker's Yard, which is a pretty decent result. And the side of the Source, oh my gosh, Source and Silence. The Source survivors played that game out really well. They had some really nice chases, a very strong start, and they had really good gen pressure as well. So very well played from both sides. But we're now going to be seeing Stract from Source trying to achieve an 8 stage 4 fresh or a 9 stage win con. So we do see he's swapped out Noed for Agi, which is what Baki was running earlier. So I agree with the pick of Noed just to secure those extra stages. I think that probably would have been good if Baki had ran that before, because I think like 7 or 8 stages is a pretty common result for Cenobite on this map. So, but we are going to be seeing someone straight away trying to tackle that Shack gen. I'm not too sure what happened there, but We do see some scratchies, and this is Vision. Vision going to be taking the first chase over at the tile at 9, and let's see if we can get a really nice chase coming through from Vision. A very early tag coming through from Stract, and a very nice follow-up chain from Stract here. I'm going to be kind of slowing Vision down a little bit, but Vision is playing super patiently at this Matchstick tiles, but he doesn't have anything else to really work with. Doesn't quite make this pallet, and it's going to be going down, so very, very rocky start from the side of Stans, and they're doubling Shack as well. So doubling Shack at the start is very, very risky, because if that first chase is not long enough, it's like you're probably not going to get it done at any point during the game, unless it's like one of your last ones. So yeah, it was a very risky decision to go for that Shack gen, and we see Stract is kind of standing still, but
checking his DMs. I think Mayonnaise might have sent him a little message like, yo,
lock in.
Lock in. But no, we see that chain actually hit. That chain looked like it was going off into Narnia, but actually manages to hit whoever that was. I think it was Andrew over at the Shack. And like he said, yeah, doubling that Shack at the start, if it gets done, insane, absolutely insane. But if that first down comes in too fast, then you can kind of just sit around and make sure no one sits on an Andrew, trying to keep that progress on that generator. We do have a 3 split of gens happening right now, which is, if you're this far behind pace, if that down happens so fast, I think this is what you have to do. 3 split the gens, make sure you can get as much progress as you possibly can. Pre-leaving the generators early as early as hell, and you know, make sure the killer can't get any tags. And where the hook is, it's fine. There's no generators over there, so these survivors are so far away from the hook. Yeah, Vision hit second. It was gonna happen. You know, they need to get generator progress as much as possible. So now that chase is happening on this, like,
what the?
Oh,
that was so delayed.
Okay,
yeah, they will be playing on ping as well, so.
Oh my god, that was the most delayed hit I've ever seen in my whole entire life. That, honestly, didn't think that was gonna hit him, but it looked like it hit him, but then it hit him, and just a little bit of whip-de-wop mind game. So now we're gonna be taking the tunnel out onto Vision right now. Getting a little bit lost inside the garbage truck there with that chain. We're going to be playing for a hit take as well. I think this nefarious monk, the OG, are taking that first hit. It might just be spectator bug as well. You know, Cenobite has always been notorious for those bugs, and we actually make it to Shack. Don't worry, Maya. I know it's looking a little dicey, but we get to that Shack pallet, we're able to drop it and get a little bit more distance. Yes, we get hit with a chain, but we slow down. Someone coming in to break the chains, but kind of just breaking their distance. Nancy getting hit with that chain as well. Vision being able to make it all the way down to 6. Dodging that chain, making sure we're not getting hit with that chain each time. So we're just going to break that pallet and zone them with nothing else to really work with. Oh, JK, we've got another filler pallet down bottom, pretty strong. And I dare say that Stract is just going to... What's happening with these chains?
Ooh, another body coming through.
Another body coming through from Andrew, trying to keep this tunnel alive. But it looked like Hobie was going to squizz around, but no. We're... 3 gens up. This is looking pretty good. If these survivors can kind of, you know, heal up, we might be able to just keep this one, you know, up and going. Because we're currently only at 3 stage. And what did you say the win was? 8 stage 4 threshold. Oh my god, okay. Oh, that could have been absolutely insane for the survivors, but no, not able to get that flashlight safe through. But that's kind of what you have to play for if you want to be above tempo, but, you know, on top of this pinhead. So these survivors, now we got 2 survivors injured. If Stract finds this reset, it's gonna be huge for him, and that's exactly what happens. We find the reset, and I think we have another spectator bug of this Cenobite just spawning out of nowhere, and that's exactly what happens. Andrew taking that hit, and now we're gonna be taking chase onto Nefarious Monk. So running around this garbage truck with nothing really else to work with. If we get a nice chain, Monk does make it nowhere, and that's exactly what happens.
Yeah, we're going to be seeing a down coming through onto Monk or Nefarious as we speak, and Stract choosing to actually slug this and teleport to Andrew, who was solving the box all the way at the top side of the map, and Andrew doesn't really have a lot to kind of play with. This is Problems team. Oh, 2 slugs, but we do see Bongrat is wrapping for the pickup onto Nefarious, so very interesting decision to kind of slug there from Stract, but I guess he just wanted that extra pressure and force Bongrat off of the gen to go pick up Nefarious, and that's exactly what has happened. So we get the hook onto Andrew, and I believe that was a pain res as well. This is looking really, really dicey for the side of Silence. I think that first chase just had to be a little bit longer. But I gotta say, Silence did an amazing job at trying to keep Vision alive for as long as possible. But we are at 2 gens, and I think, yeah, the WinCon is 8 stage for fresh, or 9 stages. So we're currently sitting on 4 stages. So you see Bongrat coming in for the unhook. Ooh. Really interesting hits coming through with that ping, and I think it's a spectator bug as well. But Strack's going to be choosing to go for Bong right here, going to be playing for his fresh hooks, which is, I do agree with the play here. He does need 4 fresh for that that WinCon, but no, he's actually going to be dropping the chase onto Bong right and going for Andrew instead. And what is that hit? Just kind of glided through there, and Strack going to be slugging this, and no, I think he was looking around for a pallet save maybe, but going to be picking up Andrew here in. Probably wants to get that second tunnel out ASAP, but Nefarious working on his gen over at Deep 6. Nearly done, but this is problems. If Strack gets it down very quickly here and Nefarious pops that gen, he'll be able to kind of cut him off because he's at the other side of the map. So, but Nefarious, I don't think he's actually, maybe he's 99 the gen now, but it's gonna be pain res. This is problems. That gen was so close to being done.
Yeah, I mean, Silence is. Wait, they didn't pop the gen? Oh my god, I thought Monk would have popped the gen, but no, he's actually going for the unhook instead, and I think Strack's gonna know that, and yeah, we see the unhook happening. One of them has to wrap for that generator and get it done, because they're still in this. Wouldn't doubt them just yet, they're still in this.
Oh,
Andrew trying to bait out.
My God.
Bait out a little bit of a hit, wasting some time here. Yeah, kind of what you need to do right now. We actually get another chain onto Andrew. I don't think Andrew really makes any. Oh, JK found a pallet, and we're actually going to be trying to cut off this unhook that is happening. We hit Nefarious with one of those chains, but they don't make that pallet. Nancy trying to take the body, but we're going to be swinging through the pallet, and absolutely disgusting hits happening right now. What is going on tonight? I'm actually cooked right now with this Cenobite game. I can't even tell what's going on. Motion sickness, whipty-whopping, swirly-whirlies happening all over the place. Can that generator get popped? No, we see the pain res coming through again, so that gen's pretty much gonna be at like 50% right now. Strack's gonna be going to check over towards 6, making sure they haven't been working on that gen, but they have been, and this is exactly where we find Bongrat once again. Missing that chain on Bongrat, very nice. We're just gonna be faking the pallet break. This might actually be a down onto Bongrat. A nice little mind game there, but JK swinging a miss. Can we get the 50-50 volts now? Oh. Running through pallets.
I don't need a vault pallets. I can just walk through them. Yeah.
I'm the Cenobite now. What even is happening right now? I'm a little lost, I gotta say, Mayo. This game is just absolutely cooking my brain right now. But Bongrat having an absolute juicer of a chase, defying the laws of physics and everything in between, taking chase, running around rocks, and we're just dying deep into 6. A little bit of a come here tech to make sure, getting as much distance as possible. And we did see a couple of people working on generators, so hopefully one of these can get popped anytime soon, or maybe even 2 of them. Oh no, JK Andrew trying to stuff with this unhook, I think.
Yeah, we do see at least one more gen come out of this, but even then, Silence is in such a dire situation right now. I think at best this is probably going to be a 4K1 or 4K0. I think Stract has already met WinCon, I believe. I might need to get the ref to confirm that, but we do see that gen pop over at 2 that, and I think it was Nefarious working on before, and Stract's going to be returning straight back to the hook. That gen at 6 was about 50%, just been eaten by pain res, like twice now, I'm pretty sure, but Stract going to be, yeah. So we just got confirmation Source has already won the set, but we're going to be continuing to watch this game play out. And I've got to say before, Bongrat did a really good job at wasting time over at Deep 6 there before on that pallet, even though the spectator was a little bit funky, but we've got a lot of time to get that 4th gen done. But we get it down to Andrew, who is our death hook survivor. I think everyone's death hook at this stage. Bongrat might only be first hook, but we're going to be seeing a death onto Andrew. Strack's going to be giving a little nod of approval, I guess, but we're going to be continuing this out. Strack's going to be finding Bongrat here. playing this little filler at 9, but we're in a bit of Strack doing some hella mind games right now. A bit of moonwalking happening, trying to get some 360, 180 trick shot chain hits, but gonna be playing. I guess the down onto Bongrat. Can't really see properly because of the no arms bug, but we do get the down onto Bongrat, and this will be Bongrat's second hook, I believe, and Nefarious is death. So, oh no, Bongrat is death.
Other way around.
Oh, they get the last gen done. Oh, Nefarious just working overtime on these gens. He's like, his teammates are fighting for their lives, and Monk's just like, yeah, let me do the gens. But no,
Gens
very
before
well played.
friends.
Gens before friends. But good on them for actually getting all the gens done. But that is the win con already met by Source. But let's see if Monk can escape. I don't think so.
No, I think Strack already knows what Monk is, but this is going to be the last chase of the Cenobite Source versus Silence. Ooh, dodging that. Not dodging that chain, getting that nowhere hit and just eating the dirt, and that's going to be the death onto our man Monk as well. So that's a little bit of a wacky game. I'm gonna have to say, man. Honestly, I was a little bit lost for a lot of that game, but there's the W.
You're a little bit
Source.
lost in the sauce.
Yes, sir. I was a little bit lost in the sauce, yeah. But that is Source taking the W onto Cenobite set, which is a little bit disheartening considering that is or was Silence's pick. So we will be moving on to Spirits, which is Source's pick. So we'll be back with you guys shortly after a break. Alrighty, gamers, welcome back to set 2 of Source versus Silence. We just saw Source take the W, which was Silence's pick. So that's got to be a little bit disheartening, but you know what? Oh my god, I got mixed up with the names for a second in my head. But Silence have been fighting, so you know they might just be able to bring this one back. We're going to be loading back into Shrekker's Yards and playing the Spirit. We're going to be seeing Strack Spirit up first on the killer side, so I'm keen to see what he's going to be cooking up with us tonight with his builds. We do have a lovely little you know, always a lovely little gen spawn in Shack, so we've always got a 3 gen to play around, and we instantly find Vision right now, trying to get an early swing, but JK, homie's got that distance on you, not getting that quick early hit, but we didn't really have the most optimal pathing, so this is going to be a hit through. Oh, JK! Vision actually making that vault. Strack just pausing just a little bit. Stand still, mind game. I wasn't the only one that got hit with it. Alright. Vision getting stand still, mind game, taking that hit and going straight to Shack, because that is what you do, and JK, we don't actually get to Shack. We actually just died just outside of Shack. This could be very, very dicey for Silence right now.
Yeah, very, very early down coming through from Strack and a basement hook too. So, Problems team, I think Baki and Nefarious were working on 2 separate gens. About 40 or 50% progress, but a very, very early down coming through from Strack. Very, very patient with his phasing. But, yeah, Silence going to have to kind of bring us back. They did lose their pick, so they just got to lock in for this game. Try and bring it back, but Vision going to be down in the basement, and a very, very early unhook coming through onto Vision here from, I believe this is Bongrat coming in for the unhook, and Strack going to be beef.
No.
Oh, this is not
Dick.
Oh, and
Bongrat just
watching. Watching it happen as well, and giving away a tag as well. This is such a messy start for the side of Silence, and Strack's going to be going for that down onto Bongrat and does get it as well. Oh, vaulting instead of picking up the survivor there, but interesting that Strack hasn't gone for Vision here. I think maybe he suspects a DS in play maybe, but the pickup coming up really quickly onto Strack here, and he does get that Shack pallet down, so very, very well played from Vision. And Vision going to be pathing towards, I believe that was the bottom, oh no, the top side of the map that he was going to. Yes, he is, and he does have his pallet. He is our DS and dead hard player, so good thing that Strack didn't pick him up instantly, but we do still have dead hard that we could potentially work with, and Vision dodging that swing. I don't know what happened there, but Vision maybe not being able to hit that DH because of ping. It is so hard to hit dead hard on ping. But Strat's going to be opting to slug this yet again and going to try and apply some more pressure on these gens or on some other survivors. But we don't really see anyone nearby. So I think Strat can just safely pick this. Want to get that tunnel out as soon as possible. I assume Silence is just cranking these gens. They are, yes, we do see them 3-splitting these generators. So Vision will still have DS when he comes off this second hook. So they're still in a pretty good spot, Silence, to kind of bring this back. The start was a little bit messy, but they did get the resets off, and Vision did die in a really good spot, and there's 3-splitting gens, so they're still in a pretty good spot. I think this last chase from Vision needs to last as long as possible. He does still have DS and dead hard, but Strat's going to be going towards Gen at 9, going to be applying pop, and going to be returning back to the hook. No, we do see Bongrat is wrapping for this unhook, but Strat's just going to be playing around this. I think he does have a bit of a... Well, he does have a bit of 3-gen on this 9 side. He has 10, Shack, and 9, so he's going to be just staying around this area, watching for anyone to come in for this unhook. But I don't think he saw Bongrat come in. But Strat can be phasing back to confirm this, but I think Bongrat does get this in time. He does, and now Vision just needs to play for his life here. We do still have DS, but just needs to make it to the other side of the map ASAP. We have no access to Shack pallet, but maybe a hit take or something like that. But oh, very nice play from Vision there. Being able to make that vault. Strat maybe a little bit lost on where Vision was there, but we do make a few pallets here. We do have Crane pallet still accessible to us here. Vision can play this, but does actually win the 50-50 and goes for the vault instead. This is exactly the chase that you want for your last chase, and Silence can just sit on gens and crank them out. But Vision going to be pathing towards back to Shack. This is a really nice chase coming through from Vision right now. This is exactly the chase that you need. Going towards the gen that popped earlier at 9, so... Oh, he doesn't make this.
What? Becca's Wi-Fi coming through there on Distract. I gotta say, oh my god, a little bit of a rubber bed back. Oh my gosh. Vision's going insane right now. Oh, and we see the dead hard, but he doesn't hit it because of the Macca's Wi-Fi.
Macca's. Oh, he doesn't have DS either. I think the timer ran out, so that's just gonna be death for Vision. Damn.
No, but he bought a lot of time for his team to be able to get these generators done. We see one gen pop, and we know the other generator's about to pop any second now, and we see... Oh, I thought that was adrenaline for a second there, but it was just light coming through onto Backy, and we're going to be taking this chase on the Backy, and they pop all generators. Absolutely insane. It looks so dicey from the beginning, especially with that, you know, the block into basement, and then Bongrat going down for that and hooked. But we have the no, and we have the head. So we're cooking. Wait for these survivors to make one little misstep, and they're getting an extra hook on this board. But I think they're just going to be taking this... I think it's like 7 stages, and they're taking them out and getting out the door. And unfortunately, this is going to be Backy taking the hook. That is so unfortunate, getting that fresh stage. If it was Bongrat getting caught out there, that would have been perfect, because, you know, you're using less stages and getting that fresh hook out the door. But unfortunately, we only get that one fresh hook out the door, but still very, very well played from both sides of this team. We'll be taking a short break, and we're going to be seeing the Silence Killer on the Spirit up next. So after this short break, we'll be back with you guys very soon.
We see Backy on the Spirit running your very standard build, Agitation, Pop, Sloppy, and Corrupt. It does have a Corrupt down the bottom side of the map, and we see some scratchies over this talent 9. I don't quite see who that is. Trying to do a little bit of a standstill mind game here, but this is Gapow. Going to be taking the first chase, pre-dropping that pallet. I'm going to be continuing his chase towards the open gen area, not towards the Corrupt side, which is interesting. But Backy going to be continuing this chase in this open gen area. And getting a hit from Backy here from Power, not quite being able to dodge out this phase, but is playing this considerably well, but is going to be going down through the window. Fizz How do you think this set is going to go? Do you think that Silence are going to take the dub, or do you think Source going to pull it through and make it a 2-0 for their team?
I mean, I have no words just yet. I mean, we just saw that Shaq gen get popped already for the first chase. That's what you want. You want a very important gen to get out of your way for that first chase. And now I don't know if we have much of a 3-gen. We do have a 3-gen down that bottom side of the map, and I think we have a sort of a split 3-gen on the top side. So it's not the closest 3-gen, but you can possibly work around with it, especially as Spirit, who has very high mobility. And we're going to be checking on this 10 generator because we know that Shaq got doubled. There's a little bit of progress there, but not a lot. We did see a survivor kind of stealthing. They're going to bait the phase, pretend we're going back to the hook, but JK, we're going to be phasing on top of you, whoever this is. The scratch marks disappearing, taking that vault, and it's Gunther. We're going to be finding Gunther, and that's the free unhook coming through, perfectly timed from Source. They're playing this very meticulously and nice and slow, as you should, you know, pulling at the right times, just waiting for the killer to, you know, make the wrong choice, I guess, because going that far away just makes the survivor able to. Oh my god, and we just missed that hit onto Kapow. Unfortunately, not able to get that here, making that vault over. Now we got another fill of power to work with, and then we get the stun onto Becky trying to get a blind, but we get the blind through, even though it was a little bit of an up-down action there. And now we're going to be phasing, hopefully trying to get Kapow any second now, and we get hit through that window, as you should honestly hit me through that window any day of the week. But we got another generator popping in the background. I dare say they've split 3 split gens, which is exactly what they've done. We've got Gunther and Gestrix sitting on 2 separate generators, so a lot of progress coming, and we've only got Pop to work with, so we have to travel all the way to these generators, which allows the unhook to kind of come in. So that's where the Pop play comes in with these S tier killers. You know, you have to travel so far, kick the gen, and then by the time you've done that, they've more than likely got the pull, and then they have to go back and try and secure their stages. But these survivors are just going to be sitting greedily on the gens because they know realistically they don't have to pull this. They can just sit on gens and let Kapow cook. And I think that's exactly what... might be exactly what they're doing, because all they need to get is what? 6 stages out the door? I mean, 6 stages out the door to win, so... Yeah, I'm a little bit cooked. We do have Gunther kind of stealthing up for the save. We do have Gunther stealthing out the save, so we're rushing in now because we know another generator pops. Another generator is more than likely sitting at 50-60%, and that's exactly what it is. Taking that down onto Gunther, who could possibly be our unbreakable player, so this could be a little dicey for Becky. Letting Kapow get that hook. Oh my god, the hook. The vault. Getting the Shaq pellet dropped. Committing to this chase. We need this tunnel out to happen as soon as possible. Trying to find them in. Oh, a nice phase straight on top of their back. And that's going to be the death onto Kapow. And yeah, as I said, Gunther's going to be just using his UB to get straight back up. We got that another generator popping. We got Gestrix that is rotated to that top side of gen. This is looking very, very good for Source right now.
Yeah, this is going to be really close, I think, Fizz. And this gen over at 11 has a lot of progress, but Becky does make it in time to be able to pop it. Even though we do have a death at 1 gen remaining, but this gen is so high progress, and Gestrix been able to stealth out Becky here behind these tires. And this gen split as well is very, very doable for the Source survivors, so they can literally just split the gens at 6 and 11, and Gestrix has hopped back on that gen, and we see Gunther was resetting with a med kit at an edge map filler. We're back going to be checking this side of the map and doesn't see anyone here. They're doing a really good job at pre-leaving these gens. I assume their comms are just on point as well, but no, we actually do see some scratchies here. We do find Stract running the Ada Wong in the soccer mum fit. Going to be taking this chase, and if this chase lasts a long time, then Gestrix might be able to pop that gen over at 10, but Becky does recognize this, and he does realize that gen had a lot of progress and it needs to go back and check on this ASAP and stop it from popping. But Gestrix has already pre-left this gen. Very, very good pre-living and stealthing, but no, as I say it, we do get caught out here, but Gestrix does have SB, does have a cracker, and can safely get away without giving away a hit, so Gunther and Stract can kind of jump back on that gen over at 6, but very nicely played from Becky, being able to catch out Gestrix there. But I can only assume Gunther and Stract are doubling that gen over at 6, but I don't think it's going to get done. Oh, might get done in time.
It's definitely getting popped in time because
Ooh.
Becky has to travel across the map just to get there,
Yeah.
and even a Spirit's phase is not going to get there in time for that to be able to pop that generator. They're just going to stick that in his face, not even in his face, across the map. We see the hook come through onto Gesdrix, so we're currently at 4 stages, 2 fresh.
Problems.
This is not looking good, and we don't have nowhere to play with like the previous killer did. So now we just have to try and take healthy chases, and we're getting stuns. Unfortunately, Becky's just eating these pallets, and for what? Trying to take this chase onto Gunther, but Gunther playing out of his mind at this little tiny 50-50 filler pallet, but he's making it 100% for himself, getting over these pallets, and oh my god, actually, he just holds W and leaves the pallet, not even playing at it anymore. Becky getting a little bit lost here. Maybe he needs to turn up his headset and listen to those footsteps while he's phasing. I'm not sure. I don't play Spirit. You have to tell me, man. Anyway, taking this chase straight onto... This is going to be a 3-out. They're going to get 3 out because we see Strax kind of prepping in for the body. The door's going to be opened by Gesdrix, and if the Spirit can kind of phase through him... Gunther just gets absolutely owned just there.
Wait. This probably tie, right? If Gunther dies on the hook here, I think that might be tie. I believe because it was 7 stage, 3 fresh that Strax got earlier. So yeah, this is tie. Yeah, if they have to get him off the hook.
To get him off the hook. This. Oh.
Well, and they're gonna go for it too. They're gonna go for it as well.
They have to go for it if they want the W right now and don't want to go to tiebreaker. They literally have to play for this out, and it's going to be really hard to do because even if they give up, they can't really give up any more freshers either. So
no, because silence will just win. I think they might. Oh, this is very risky.
And Becky just standing in front of Gunther. Gunther ain't getting out of this one. Guess you're gonna be wrapping
that might be
around.
A spec bug, I don't know.
No, I swear he could be. I don't know. If it's a spec bug, it's a spec bug. But if I was Becky, I'd just be standing in front of the hook as well. You got to confirm that death, and we got to, the double unhook coming in, trying to stealth in as much as possible. Oh, maybe it is a spec bug. But anyway, we got the stealth coming in.
I think Becky is literally just face camming. What is going on with that Spirit? Where is her head? Wait. Oh, it looks like they're going to be going.
This is a free pool.
Oh, this is free, but if they give away... Oh my gosh, what is happening? I am panicking for the Source right now. I think if any of them go down, it could either be a win for Silence or even a tie if they get Gunther down. But Gesdrix...
Wait, they're going for the door and hatch?
Oh. Get out. Leave. Oh no! Oh my god! I think that secures the win.
That does.
That secures the win for Silence. What an insane endgame. Props to Source for giving it a go and trying to go for that save onto Gunther, but that was just so risky, and that is so unfortunate for Source, but wow, what an amazing game to watch. That endgame was insane. I was on the edge of my seat the whole time. I had no idea what to say. I was just speechless, Fizz.
Honestly, same.
Yeah, wow. What an amazing game. So that is going to be the win for Silence. So very, very well played by Becky. Then also extremely well played by Source there. That was such a good effort to try and get Gunther off that hook and secure the win for them. But Silence do take the win for the Spirit set, and that means we're going to be heading into the tiebreaker set, which is Demogorgon, and we're going to be seeing, I think it might be Monk playing Demo for Silence first. So stick around, everyone. Grab yourself a drink, some snacks, whatever you need. We'll be back very shortly with the next set. Welcome back, everyone, to Source versus Silence. We are at the last game of the matchup. We just saw Bang from Silence achieve a 4-stage 2 fresh result on the Demogorgon, which is probably not the best result. Source were playing absolutely out of their minds. They were going crazy on their chases and their gens, and managed to achieve that 4-stage 2 fresh, which is exceptionally good. So making it a pretty achievable win con for Stract. who is now playing Demogorgan for Source and Stract. Not gonna lie, I don't think he'll have any trouble meeting this win con. He's been playing on point all night on Cenobite and on Spirit as well, so I have no doubt that he'll be able to meet this, but I'm not going to count out Silence just yet. They might cook something up, but this is a very, very achievable win con for Stract and me, and he does have Noed as well to secure those extra stages if it does get to that point where it's kind of neck and neck, but we're going to be checking this area at 9 and immediately finding Vision here and getting tagged for it. That is not what you want. That is not the start that you want. And in comparison to Source's start, they didn't give a tag until, like, I don't know, 2 gens were done. So, and playing this pallet's a little bit of a 50-50, and Vision going to be going down at the front of main, and we see, oh, hello. Andrew is just standing there watching. Coming for a flashy save. Oh, yes. I love to see it. I love to see Silence kind of locking in and just not letting this win con kind of get the best of them. They are doing whatever they can to not give away any stages. So very well played. I think that was a combination of a cracker and a beamer, if I'm not mistaken. But we're going to be continuing this chase onto Vision here. We're not able to make this pallet, but Backy kind of lurking nearby, trying to get for that body, or I think he was working on this gen, but gonna be getting that down into Vision. I think, yeah, I don't think there's probably a lot of gen pressure happening. It's right next to the reset as well. This is not looking good, but they do get the reset off. But I can't imagine there's much gen pressure happening just because of everyone trying to come in and help then. Fizz, what do you think?
I mean, it's kind of what they have to do.
Yeah.
Four stages, 2 fresh. That is so hard to try and play around, especially as a survivor, but you got to play as aggressive as you can. Try and get those flashlight saves, cracker saves, whatever you go do to keep your team rocking and rolling. But unfortunately, at the same time, you're not getting any generated progress. So yeah, you kind of you got it off. It worked, but Vision ended up getting 2 tapped anyway, and it's just unfortunate getting found that early into the game. So now you kind of have to let Vision cook on the hook, which is what seems to be happening right now. And hopefully they're splitting these gens, and then I don't know, maybe get Vision after that second stage. But if you look here, May, we've got 2 very close gens over towards this 2-3 side, and then we've got also main, and hopefully someone is working on 11 and trying to pump out their 3 gen, and this is exactly what's happening. So, you know, we've got 3 splitting gens. We're going to watch Vision go into second stage, and now Strax's going to leave hook because he knows these survivors aren't coming in anytime soon to get the unhook. We're going to be pathing sort of towards 7, trying to kick off whoever's over there. That is Seabass, the burger, the man himself, working on that generator over at 7. Nice pre-leave there, making sure he's safe, so not giving away any tags. But Strack might just get this shred. No, we're just playing for him, just doing a little bit of mind games. But oh no, we get the tag. If this is a 2-tap, it's going to be detrimental for the team of Silence, and that's exactly what happens. A nice 2-tap from Strack right there. That's so unfortunate for Seabass, and I don't know if they're going to be able to get Vision off the hook, and they actually do. They unhook Vision, so we're still in it. We're still in it. 2 gens done. We're 3 stages in, 2 freshes already. We can't really afford to give up too much anymore. And oh my god, as I say that, we find Andrew in chase. Oh, and then we're gonna get tapped here. And then we do have a nice little pallet gym over here to work with, where the generator's already done, so you're not running into anyone at any generators. Little mind games coming through. Strack just holding the shred because Demogorgon is a pallet shredder. Vaulting the window, Andrew getting caught off, trying to do a little bit of a window tech, but that is not going to be working, my friend, because Homie has bamboozled. You're not getting through that one. Unfortunately, that's going to be the down onto Andrew. And honestly, Homie can just secure this stage for as long as possible, because that will be the W.
Yeah, that is going to be the win for Source, because that is going to be... Ooh. Gonna be 4 stages, 4 fresh. Oh no, 3 fresh, sorry. So that is the win secured for Source. Backy trying to come in and deny the hook, but yeah, that is gonna be the win for Source. But we will still see this game play out, see if we can see some juicing happening or some really nice shreds come through from Stract. But I think Silence now, just try and play for the best result possible. Maybe play for like a 7 stage or get some outs at least. And get these generators done, but Stract has just been on fire. His macro and micro ability on like pretty much most killers is just insane. I really enjoy watching Stract on the killer and survivor side too, but his killer is just insane to watch. Very, very entertaining. So We do see someone working on this gen at main, and it is Vision, who is our Deathhook survivor. So going to be taking this chase and kind of vaulting and going straight into Vision's face there, and that is going to be the death for Vision as Baki comes in for the unhook onto Andrew, and Seabass is chugging away at this gen.
Yeah, that's the death, but all 3 survivors are also injured, and I don't know if they really have time to reset if they want to even try and get some outs here. We do have Seabass chugging away over at that 1 generator, but we know the double's happening over here as whoever just got unhooked. Andrew just got unhooked at the generator. We're going to be taking chase onto Harvester, vaulting that preemptively, but you know what, Strax got bamboozled, so we're just going to be vaulting that block of the window, and now Andrew has nowhere to go, and this is going to be a nice fast down for Stract, and Andrew's going to be getting picked up, and then now Stract has that pop to use. He could potentially make it back to that generator at 1 as well, because we know he's got a portal just outside of main. Shoulder at that. Oh, JK, I'm lying to all of you. I'm getting lost in the sauce again.
None of these games have been really exciting to watch. I mean, as you said, Fizz, I think we've both kind of been a bit lost in the sauce these games. Source have just been playing out of their mind, and I think I've definitely lost my tipping, as I definitely had my tipping on silence. I think a lot of people had their tipping edited onto silence for these games, so very well played to Source to actually, you know, pull through and take the dub. They've just been playing insane. Never underestimate Source, because they are absolutely crazy. So Strax going to be playing for the best best result possible. Sorry, not win con. Maybe this probably might result in a 4K1, I guess, or maybe even a 4K0, because he does still have that Noed. And we do still have Shack Palette here that Baki is using, so Baki's just going to play around this Shack and play for his absolute life, but Baki trying to go for a little window tag there, but not being successful with the bamboozle, and going to be going down, and that is going to be Strax's last pain res, so that's just going to eat away at any progress that they have. I know that isn't a pain res, book, so we've got that still for later. But yeah, Strax has just been playing absolutely crazy these games on the killer side, just being able to set really good results for his team, and I've said it 1,000 times, but Source are just insane.
Yeah, man, insane indeed. We see the unhook happening onto Baki, but we've caught out Andrew up at this top of the main building, trying to do a window. Again, not sure what's happening. Maybe they're just trying to work on the timings. They know they've already, you know, lost the game. They've lost the series, and maybe a little bit of tenacity, flip-flop plays or something's going on over here for Andrew. But we all know that there's a hook up on top of this main building. So, actually, JK, there's not. Usually there's a hook on top of that main building, but we make it down to the bottom. Can we make it to this hook, or does Andrew wiggle out? Is Andrew going to wiggle out? No, Andrew does not wiggle out. We get the hook, and that is death onto Andrew as well, and we see this generator's pumping away. We find Baki, our last pain res, can delete that progress on the generator, and we don't really have anything else to work with over here besides the shack window. But you know what, Strat can just bam that shack window, and Baki's got nothing to work with after that. And now we're going to be just playing the check spot game at these little windows. Nice check spots from Baki, slowing it down a little bit. We see the Seabass popping that generator over towards 7. Now we're playing the check spots games. Oh, imagine if that had a hit back. Doing a little bit of a wave. A nice little 1v1 happening right now, ladies and gentlemen. Baki's got nice check spots happening. Strack might just be doing a little bit of a standstill mind game. I'm not quite sure what is going on. And we see the last generator pop. Insane. Strack maybe taking a couple of screenshots or something. Baki's got the live coming in. Making his way back up towards the top side of the map. Maybe Seabass can get out of this, get the Bass out of the game. Oh, we're missing that shred. This gives Baki a little bit more time to make it to the next tile. We miss another shred, but I think this pallet is already gone. You've got nothing to work with. It's going to be the down for Baki. Nice little wave coming through, making sure we're wasting as much time as possible. Nice little Nindos from the demo. Yeah, I love to see the good friendly competition of the the games, and they know they're lost, but they're trying to have as most fun as they possibly can. But you know what, Bass escapes. That's all that matters. Honestly, if that were me, I'd be
wait, JK. Oh my god. Oh No, very, very well played from Strike here. A little bit of friendly banter at the end of the game. You love to see it. And at the end of it all, Seabass is the one who escapes. So GG's to both teams. I mean, to all teams tonight. Inception taking the W against Resurrection. Those were some crazy games to watch. I don't know if anyone in chat watched them or missed them, you can always go back to the VOD and rewatch them because they were pretty insane to watch as well from both sides. And finally, Source and Silence. So very, very well played. So congratulations to Source, who make it into the semifinals next weekend, and Silence will be they're not counted out yet. They will be playing against Cat Jam tomorrow night. So make sure you guys are in for that. The games tomorrow night will be Ruthless Raccoons versus Resurrection and Silence versus Cat Jam. So, and whoever loses out of those games will be knocked out. So after the end of this weekend, there's only going to be 4 teams left in this event. So make sure you come for those games because it's going to be very, very exciting.